Thanks for joining us tonight. The family of a man killed by two Houston County deputies has filed a lawsuit. In 2022, police said Matthew Deese hit a car with his truck and drove home.
Then they say Deese got into an argument with his wife and threatened to shoot himself. Officers responded and said Deese barricaded himself inside his home. Eventually, officers shot him. Megan Western explains why the family says the shooting wasn't justified.
In a lawsuit filed almost 2 years after the shooting here on Bedford Court, the family is saying that deputies didn't follow protocol. The lawsuit says deputies didn't follow protocol for dealing with allegedly barricaded and suicidal individuals. It says they refused to let Deese speak to family and ordered them to leave the home. During the standoff, Deese was speaking with deputies by phone. They say eventually he walked out of his home and walked near two cars in his driveway. As he did this, two Houston County deputies walked towards him. The lawsuit says that Deese put his hands in the air, one holding a cell phone, and his family says that's when deputies shot him. In 2023, District Attorney William Kendall says Deese came out and pointed a gun at an officer. In a letter to the GBI, he wrote that officers believe Deese posed a threat to them and others. The family says Deese was unarmed and never posed a threat to deputies, and they should not have used deadly force. The sheriff's office would not comment on the lawsuit, including whether Deese was actually unarmed, but Captain Clay Chambers says in the case of a mental health crisis, they utilize the Georgia Crisis and Access Line, a statewide 800 number, and during daytime hours, they can also reach out to Middle Flint Health and Wellness.
So if the scene, they can look and see what we're hearing from the person with their mental health episode, and then they can help us in terms of getting a 1013 if we need it, where we can take them for involuntary eval.
He says officers also receive crisis intervention training from the Georgia Public Safety Training Center. In Houston County, Megan Western, 13 WMAZ News.
Captain Chambers says Houston County does not have a co-responder program in place. In 2022, Georgia's General Assembly passed a co-responder law.
That law encourages law enforcement to create teams of mental health counselors and officers to better respond to mental health crises. But it doesn't require agencies to have those teams or provide any funding.